As mentioned in a previous video, despite not having one in my area at the time, I've always enjoyed going to an arcade to experience what gaming was like back in the good old days. However, no arcade game I've played has given me quite the same gameplay experience as the topic of today's video. My second favorite arcade game I've ever played, Space Invaders Frenzy. Hello and welcome to the Absolute Gamecast. Today on Hidden Gems we dive into Space Invaders Frenzy, what it is, and why I enjoy it so much. For some quick context, Space Invaders Frenzy is a fixed-shooter arcade game developed by Raw Thrills and published by the Taito Corporation way back in 2016. In this game, up to 2 players are tasked with manning one of 2 large guns to defend the world from invading aliens from outer space. If you've played Space Invaders before, the gameplay will be very intuitive from the jump, but for those who haven't, I'll explain it here. Waves of aliens appear on screen and will typically move either back and forth or around a specific vicinity and fire lasers toward your defenses at the bottom of the screen. If your defenses are fully destroyed, you lose. To win, you have to shoot and destroy all the aliens on screen, with the aliens speeding up with each individual enemy destroyed up until the end of the level. With all the context out of the way, I'd like to get into why this game means so much to me personally and how it easily earned the title of being my second favorite arcade game. One of the biggest factors behind my high praise is the sheer level of immersion this game has. Instead of having a decent but small-sized enclosed screen like most arcade games tend to, this game has a whopping 8-foot-tall widescreen composed of LED lights. Because of this, as you're playing, even if you turn your head slightly, you'll still be looking almost right at the screen, making it feel like the aliens are right in front of you and rapidly approaching. That gets your adrenaline pumping already, personally speaking. But on top of that, you literally have the guns right in front of you to aim and shoot instead of just a simple joystick. Not only is this obviously more realistic, but it's so much so that you feel like you're quite literally in the game, making it easy to lose yourself in the rhythm of shooting aliens. When I played the game for the first time a few years ago with my dad while on vacation, we both got so lost in the game's immersion that once our lives were all gone, our hands were shaking and we were sweating from the pure adrenaline we experienced. Not a single arcade game I've played before or since has ever captured that level of intensity for me, which is probably the main reason why I hold this game in such a high regard. Another reason I enjoy the game is the simple gameplay loop. This removes the need to waste time figuring out how things work, so you can instead dive right in and pick it up as you go quite easily. As someone who, while not being a massive fan of Space Invaders, has played it enough times to know the basics, I was able to jump in and adapt faster, but seeing as the game amounts to aim and shoot, players of any skill level would likely be able to jump right in and get the hang of it as well as I did. Bringing this video to an end, while I can't speak for everyone, if you have an arcade near you that has this game installed and you haven't played it yet, you absolutely should. Even though it's been a few years since I last played it, I still hold fond vivid memories of playing it to this day, and reminiscing on those old memories made working on this video all the more enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Not gonna force you, do what you want. Thanks for tuning in, and that's a video. Bye.